Hey guys, how are you? It's Paul here, and today we're here with Marco, the founder of Dolce Green Cafe in Blue Waters, Dubai. And I'm up to ask you some questions regarding your business, regarding how did you end up here in Dubai doing restaurant business, because it's one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah.
Restaurant business, it's crazy. I see how many processes here going on. So let's just talk about everything that was in your head when you started the business. When did you start it? Where was the point when you started deciding about opening?
Well, first of all, thank you for this interview, because it's always good to know stories about other people. Everything started in 2020, end of 2020. You know, there was a pandemic here. I had just started online businesses and things were going pretty good. And I randomly came here to Dubai because a friend of mine told me to came. I don't know how about in your country, but in Italy, Dubai, it's always described as a fake city. Where is everything, fake, starting from the buildings to the people, and I was never understanding really well what this was about. So I never had the desire to go there. But then, as I said, I stumbled here, and I fell in love with the city. It was crazy. So when I decided to move here, for me it was really a great decision, and I kept doing online business in here. And when you don't have an headquarter, when you don't have offices, when you work online or remotely, you need to find your own office, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we were having meetings in hotel halls or in other cafes or in co-workings. And me and another partner that I was doing business with, we were looking at each other at one point and we said, why don't we open something of our own? So we started to look about location. We were living here in Blue Waters.
So you were already rich when you came to Dubai, right?
No, absolutely not.
How could you live in Blue Waters?
Because actually it was summer and we could afford
the prices were...
through the result that we were doing good in businesses, okay? Here the level of rich, when you talk about rich, is something else. You know what I mean? So
sure.
We were doing good with our business and we had the chance to stay here in Blue Waters, and my partner fell in love with Blue Waters, also okay? I remember he saying here or nowhere, Blue Waters or nowhere. So I started looking for locations and we found this one.
Here was nothing.
Nothing, zero. We were the first possible operators that would have come in this location. We were looking for something small at the beginning, like let's say 40 square meters.
How many square meters here?
150.
Wow.
Yeah, so they gave us the triple. But I said, okay, let's go to check it out. It's going to be a no for sure, because it's triple the dimension that we wanted.
Yeah, and the price, you thought it was big.
We never knew the prices yet, but we were looking for the location. We are the kind of guy that are very impulsive. So we go for the vision and then we will figure out something.
Okay.
So when I enter here with the agents, we saw the view. And I said, guys, we need to see something. You need to see something because this might change our plans. So they saw the view, they fell in love with it, and they said, okay, block the location. And I was like, what do you mean block the location? We don't have a company, we have nothing. How do you say? No, block the location. So we found a way to block the location, especially because Starbucks wanted to open here.
For real?
Yeah, for real. Then they had to open there, the other part of the...
It was 2020, there was nothing yet.
Nothing yet. Yeah, nothing yet also in the other location. No, it was pretty, let's say, a moment when... it was already the beginning of 2021, because 2020 I moved to Dubai.
Yeah.
Then half of 2020 we decided to open here, and we opened on October 21st, 2021, the same day that Ain Dubai opened the wheel. Yeah.
So it was a hype day, right?
Bro, I've never seen so many challenges in one day.
For real?
Because we were supposed to open at the end of October.
Yeah.
But in those days there were the Prophet celebration, a long weekend, the opening of Ain Dubai. So there was basically 4 days of holidays, and we said to each other, okay, we gotta anticipate the opening.
Yeah, we're gonna make it faster.
We're not gonna open, and we're not gonna maybe serve all the food, but just a portion of it. But we need to be open because it's gonna be one of a lifetime, you know.
How was it?
Crazy, bro. We were supposed to receive all the furniture for the kitchen. Our oven broke 4 times. We changed 4 ovens in 12 hours.
No way.
No, bro, it was crazy. One of the craziest days of my life. We were going mad with all the permission. Dubai police municipality that had to approve everything compressed. But thanks to Dubai, we were able to do everything.
So regarding the numbers, you saw this location and you were like, okay, we need to block it. Was it in your plan, the price that it told you, or it was like totally different?
No, absolutely not, especially because we created this with other investors.
Yeah, so you are not the only one.
No.
So you're the founder, the CEO, but do you have investors in it?
I have 3 partners, okay? And mainly we onboarded also other investors that want to diversify, their kind of investment. The thing is that it's very different from maybe other situation in other location, because here is a prime location.
Yep.
So I'm not going to go
Top
into
one.
deep really amounts, but there are a lot of things that you need to take care of. For example, whenever you want to go into a location, you need to have a booking deposit and a security deposit that needs to be done.
Can you tell the numbers?
Approximately. Let's say that with those amount of money you can open a good place in Italy.
Like a big one.
Not a big one, but a good one. You can build one from zero
with the deposit you make.
With the deposit,
only.
yes. Because
we talking millions?
No, not millions, but 100,000s, yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's and just for the deposit. So you don't have to. You haven't started yet even to work inside.
But you need to pay already for.
Yeah, just to block the location. Then you're gonna have to anticipate some month of rent, of course, and then of course you need to have to pay architects and designers and contractors that will build the location, plus the employees, plus the furnitures, plus the equipment.
Billions and billions of expenses.
A lot of not billions, but a lot of expenses,
like,
and a lot of thoughts as well, because you need to know who to trust.
Were you ready for all this?
No, of course not. Of course not. You're never ready to do things. You just need to do them, and then you learn.
That's wise.
Yeah.
Okay, so you decided. You made a decision. You paid the money to block the location. Yeah. What was next?
What's next? We had of course a lot of conversation with architects, because we wanted to create the perfect design. Because
Did you have the conception already, or you were creating for the location?
We did it before. Yes, we had an idea, because we had an architect in Italy that, from Italy, we sent them all the drawings and all the things, so he could, let's say, build the idea of what we wanted to do. Because our idea was to create, let's say, an extension of your living room, so that you can feel at home at, meet people, work with a view. So, really enjoying the networking. And we had a lot of crazy guests here in Dubai also that really came here to the restaurant.
Cool.
So yeah, I tell you this. One day I had the manager that we were having before called me one morning and said, "You cannot imagine who was here with me." And I said, "Okay, who?" Mark Zuckerberg came here.
No way.
And I was like, "Shut up,
bro." Mark Zuckerberg.
No, and I said, "Shut up."
What the?
Like, really, it's a joke. It was not April Fool's, but I was like, you're drunk in the morning, like whatever. Yeah. But then I don't know. I was like, "No, really, bro." Was that one? I saw the number of the car.
The cameras.
Yeah, we have our private cameras, and I said, "Okay, I will see. If it's not true, I will fire you straight away, just because of the joke." And it was true. I saw the camera. It was him.
Mark Zuckerberg came here.
Yeah, crazy.
And he saw the cameras.
Crazy.
What? What does Mark Zuckerberg eat?
I have no idea. Actually,
like eggs,
it was kind of crazy. I think he came to Dubai. I don't know for which reason, honestly.
But to eat in Dolce Green, bro.
Exactly. That was the reason. He heard about the healthy food. Yeah. Then we knew that he was at Caesar Palace at the time. But it was super strange, because he was, like, of course, dressing like casual, like a sporty way, without any bodyguards or everything.
In Dubai, I think you don't need.
Of course not, but whenever you see some kind of like, it's Mark Zuckerberg,
Yeah, this is like top.
But yeah, here the safety of Dubai also allows you to go really easy.
Yeah. Crazy. Okay.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So you had a vision. You decided to make a concept. What were the main now let me just make it fucking English. What were the main points of the? Okay. Were there any obstacles that you should overcome to make? Like, what were the main problems that you faced? And when you're thinking, were you thinking to stop, to abort the operation? And everything?
Yeah. Yes.
What was it?
Multiple times. There are some infographics that sometimes tell you how you think is success, and how it really is.
Yeah.
Okay. So mainly when we opened, we thought, okay, we will pay one amount to block the location, one amount to build the location, an amount to take the supplies and everything and the stuff, and then let's go.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all. Because of course there are a lot of permits that you need to have. There is, of course, bureaucracy that you need to follow, delays. Because, for example, one thing that we didn't consider, because let's say we didn't have the proper information, is that usually this is a prime location, and the management here really looks high to the aesthetics. So, for example, it's not nice for them to have a new location building during the day while customers are coming by. So, for example, if you want to build something in the water, you need to work at night. So that decreases a lot the time that you have and extend a lot the timing. So we had delays for that. Also, the thing that you need to be flexible. So, for example, we were expecting to open at one date, then we had to postpone it, that we had to anticipate it because we wanted to open the same day of the e-wheel.
Yeah.
So we occurred in a lot of things. Then, another funny thing is that we had issues with the delivery of the kitchen equipment because it was an expo period that time. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
And you cannot imagine how many cargoes were coming. So the piers and the harbors were overloaded.
But were you thinking like, no, okay, guys, let's just get the money back as much as we can?
That's not how it works.
So you were only thinking in one point.
Usually we are the type of guys that are not used to give up. So it's like let's die doing it, not going back. Otherwise it's.
So you didn't have any idea of giving up?
No, never. No, never. I still remember that the night before we were opening, we were looking to receive 7 different permits from the insurance, from the safety and security, from the firefighters, from the police, a lot. And we were like here at 7 p.m. with all the offices closed, making phone calls to the contacts with, hey, can you push it because tomorrow we want to open, it's going to be amazing. And then in the same time, in the same moment, we were changing the 3rd oven. So it was like, come on, we cannot open. Our partner was saying, like, come on, we cannot open because we cannot serve food. And, it's all about managing the emotions.
Yeah.
From outside, you don't see it. Because from outside, you see it's a restaurant. Of course, it's going to be good because it's Dubai, but that's not true because Dubai has a lot of competition. People doesn't understand that. You think that you open in Dubai and you're going to make millions, but that's not true because you have crazy competition. Because every day opens a new area. Every day there's something shinier. Every day the attraction of the people and the community is driven to somewhere else. So it's really a huge fight in order to become something different. And so there were a lot of challenges. More than that, of course, it's a seasonal location.
Yeah.
So you have to consider that we have high season and we have low season. And in low season, people, it's really not driven to walk around a lot because of the heat. So we need to reinvent ourselves. So what will we promote during that time? Because of course revenue drops and we need to prepare, so accumulate money during the winter in order to sustain summer. So there is a lot. But usually it takes at least 4 to 5 years for a restaurant to go break even and to do things.
Did you already break even?
We are there. So we kind of cut in half the situation.
This is cool. I remember when I was opening my restaurant, it was like a smoothie shop.
Yeah.
Same problems with it. I think all the restaurant businesses have the same. Equipment, personnel need to teach how to work with this equipment. Then there was a day, there was 9th of May, this Victory Day in Russia, in Belarus as well. And we were trying to get on time, open the restaurant on time. It was crazy. We were like, we need to be open on this day. And we opened this day. There were a lot of customers. There were a lot of problems. I was making like coffee by myself. I don't know how to make coffee. There was a guy, like the guy was teaching personnel to make coffee. I was calling him, bro, help me, because there's like everybody was busy. I was making coffee for the customers. It was crazy, but I was happy that I managed to open on time.
You learn something. That's the thing. The crazy thing is that every time you may do something like that, you can tell, I know that there might be challenges, but I will be very careful and I will avoid it. But you will not, because it's okay. You need to.
Yeah, you will always.
You
will always. The only thing you can do is just like be stubborn and just push it through.
Yeah.
What is it? Okay, so you have this location. I know you have the location in Dubai Mall as well.
Yes, exactly.
It's already open.
Yeah, already open.
How much time ago did you open it?
September last year.
September last year. How much time to break-even point?
That's a little bit longer because that's a different project based on a healthy food way. And healthy food in a big mall is different.
Yeah.
Because people need something really fast. So we kind of launched these things also to understand what kind of different concept we might have. Because if you think about, this is a place where you can come here in the morning having breakfast and then stay all the day.
Yeah.
No problem. You can work, you can
Sitting,
meet people,
working,
you can do the things. So it's a leisure place. You can enjoy the view, you can enjoy the sunset. But there, it's quicker. Like you eat, you leave. So it's two different concepts. So we're kind of opening more areas in different ways in order to understand what is going to be our identity. Because I think one of the key of the next upcoming years is going to be flexibility. Being capable to be flexible in order to understand that it's not about being strict of what you think is going to be your brand or your positioning, but being able to adapt faster.
This is smart because every month, every 2-3 months, everything is changing.
No, exactly.
If you're not flexible,
even because that is pretty deadly for you if you don't know how to deal with it. Because if there's a point that is not going well, just close it. really close it, because it can be worse to keep it and keep losing money, because otherwise you're going to get in bigger trouble.
Yeah.
So we understand our formats, we do the things because the vision is like bigger.
And regarding the vision, so we have now 2 locations. Which one was more expensive, by the way, this one or Dubai Mall?
You know, the crazy thing is that despite the difference of square meters, because this is the triple of the one of the Dubai Mall, the price was almost the same.
Almost
because
the same.
we have behind the bigger constructor of Dubai, which is the holding and Emaar.
Yeah.
So they
have
kinda,
higher requirements? Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So regarding the vision,
Yeah.
are you going to develop Dolce Green? What is your next step, and like, how do you see the company in 5 years?
So the thing is, the main reason is that despite the brand, despite of concept of the food, we have a bigger vision that is really connected to the fact of impacting on people's life and the way they behave. Because when I started to do business online with my partners, but also without my partners, one thing that really made us in common is the fact that you need to be healthy and wealthy. And if you want to be healthy and wealthy, you need to take care of your financial, body, and of course, what you eat is very important. So whatever kind of impact we want to do, because of course we are also open to, let's say, upgrade the brand, upgrade the offer of the menu, okay? The goal is to make an impact to the people, to really deliver qualities, and not just in terms of food, but also in terms of connections. Because now business, this is something that United Arab Emirates taught me. Business is done sitting at a table with people. Not offices, no meeting, no Zoom call. Real business is done dining.
Relaxing, eating, having something in common.
You build the relationship, and then the business come afterwards.
And then it's just like there is an offer, and then you accept it.
Exactly.
Regarding the food, I know how it's important. The energy level you have, the food you eat, and the business you make, it's all like connected. Because the first level is like what you put inside of your body.
Yes.
How do you treat yourself? Then there's an energy level. And with this energy, you can invest in businesses, in projects you make. So first step, of course, like the basics is food. The better you eat, it's not about like eating meat or not eating meat. It's about what your body, what products your body digests better, what gives you more energy.
Exactly.
And for me now, I'm just learning the process, trusting everything. For me, it's better fruits, vegetables, and like maybe chicken breast. I cannot eat meat. I cannot eat dairy. I don't know. Dairy, because my body feels totally different. I cannot work.
That's true.
And this is the base level. You're influencing people, of course, the community, but the thing is like healthy food, easy, healthy food.
It changes everything. When you start eating healthy, you really, it means that you made a deal with yourself.
Yep.
Because it means that
that's a choice.
It's a choice. And we were talking before this interview.
Yeah.
Choice. Choosing is the most important thing that you can make. It's the strongest word that you can use, and what really makes a difference. Choosing to eat healthy, choosing to live wealthy, choosing to meet different kind of people, and not
this is
hanging
the
around
hardest thing people
choosing.
do. Because people cannot choose. Even me sometimes, I cannot choose.
They think
and that's the problem.
But and they do not choose. But not choosing is choosing at the same time.
Not choosing is it's your choice of being like
chosen by somebody else.
Yeah, this is like kind of a childish position. When you not choose, that's a choice.
Yeah.
But that's a choice of a person. It's like
choosing means taking responsibilities.
Yep.
So it's much easier to say, oh, that happened. Because if you choose something and it goes wrong, it's your responsibility.
Yep.
If you
got to solve it out.
If you say, I didn't choose about that, but something happened,
it's
like hiding your mistakes.
Yeah. That's true. Because all that happens in my life is my responsibility. For example, having bad energy level is my responsibility. Because let's see, I didn't eat right. I didn't wake up early. I didn't go to the
gym.
Not having money, it's a responsibility. Money is not like product of like consequences or like circumstances. This is like product of what you do. We're not choosing to do anything.
Exactly. The value that you bring, the what you bring on the market, the way you impact on people. The more people you have a positive impact to, the more money you make.
So imagine, every conception has the meaning. This what we see here in reality, Dolce Green, was sometimes a dream of a person who wanted to change how people feel themselves at least.
No, that's true.
This is crazy how visionaries achieve something. Only visionaries. If you don't have vision, how would you achieve anything?
You need to have a great portion of vision and a little bit, a lot of craziness. Because it has to be crazy. Because
and
taking
responsibility, bro. Taking responsibility of paying, blocking for $100,000. This is like only blocking.
It's really, really, really
crazy.
It's okay, but you know, sometimes or somehow, it's even better if you don't know everything at the beginning, because sometimes
Otherwise,
if you think too much,
overthink.
if you overthink, you it happens that you don't do things.
But let's.
If you,
Sorry for interrupting.
no,
man.
no problem.
But let's think about this. How many people didn't know and didn't succeed? Don't? What the fuck? Didn't succeed?
Didn't succeed.
Didn't succeed.
Let's say like that.
Yeah. Okay. So how many people like didn't know and didn't do anything about it? So they were like, oh wow, punch, and they give up.
But it's okay. It's fine over like also like that is fine. Sometimes, for example, in school when I was going to school, they kind of teach you that failure is bad, but that's not true. Like you cannot be perfect, and success it's been built over failure. So this can be good, this can be wrong. It doesn't matter. It's a portion of, it's a piece of the puzzle, because maybe this place 10 years from now will be the benchmark for something 10 times bigger in a different area, in a different location that you don't know, but is a step of a journey. So you can not know where you're going, but you have an intuition, or you have some kind of luck, also some kind of craziness or vision. You can do it. It can go well, or it can go not well. That's not the point. The point is that you did it. You learn from your mistake, and then it depends on how you want to behave later. But failure is not a problem. It has to be there, failure, because otherwise
failures. That's how people see the failure is the problem.
Exactly.
How they act.
Failure is when you stop trying.
That's for sure. No attempts, no results.
Exactly.
Then nothing you can achieve.
Exactly.
The thing is, why a lot of people don't achieve success is because their failure prevented them from trying. They don't feel pain of failing, and that's why they don't do anything. They prefer to be on one spot, at least what is predictable, rather than going and exploring, risking something.
Because we are taught to stay safe.
Yeah.
Everything since the beginning, they teach about being safe, and being safe, it means do your small things, don't go out from your comfort zone, do the things that you know, because the system wants you to do those things, and whenever you go out of your comfort zone, it's dangerous, it's risky, you can lose money, there are a lot of things, but that it's really not living for me. When I never started as an entrepreneur before. I was living in Milano, yes, with my family, but I started as an employee. I never had degrees. I never had something specific success in school. But one thing that I knew and that I kind of developed during the years is that I didn't want to live as everybody else, because I knew that one thing that for me was important is freedom of choice, freedom of geographically freedom, economically freedom, so that if I can take a plane tomorrow and fly away, I can do it without having a work waiting for me, or a boss that expecting me at 8 a.m. in the office. So that was the thing that I wanted. I didn't know how to figure it out. It was a journey, because at the beginning I started as an entrepreneur, in an online business. Then I came here, but of course I didn't have success at the beginning, because it was a pain.
Do you feel that you achieved now what you wanted yourself to achieve 5 years ago?
I think I am where I'm right to be. That's it, because it's never an ending process. It's a part of the process. As I told you today, we see Dolce Green as it is, and in 1 year from now, it can be a totally different brand, totally different purpose, because things evolves fast nowadays, and the secret is to adapt. I don't feel that I am absolutely complete, successful. I think it's a journey, it's a process, and here helps a lot, because you meet a lot of people that can really teach you something to do or not to do as well.
That's true.
But yes, this is what I wanted for sure.
And regarding the one mindset idea, one thought that all people should imply, what should it be? One idea.
One idea in regarding of what?
Mindset.
Mindset.
Yeah, one key thing that people should get.
I would try to give you more than one, but then merge together.
Yep.
Because basically our mindset is built and shaped depending on the people we go out with, we hang out with. So one thing that, for example, I did was changing my environment so I could have a different benchmark. Because it's a very popular sentence, but it's always worth to say, you become the average of the 5 people that you hang out with the most.
Yep.
So that's the thing. After that, you try to kind of think bigger. One thing that really helped me a lot that I also had tattooed in my arm.
It's in Arabic?
In Arabic, yes. It's a sentence that one person said to me long ago, and it's like, Marco, it's not easy what you do, because it's not about the business itself that is not easy, but the fact that you're choosing to be different and to do something different is not easy, because it's a hard choice. Many people will go against you, many people will criticize you, many people will try to mock you, to stop you, to do whatever. But remember one thing, you cannot beat the one who never gives up. And so I started to refrain in my mind this sentence, and it's true, because you can try to knock one out, but if he stands up, you cannot beat him. And if you don't give up, you don't beat him. So you might not have the skills, you might not have what it takes at the moment, you might not have the funds, the resources, the knowledge, but if you don't give up, you will win 100%, because I never saw somebody that lost without giving up. If you don't give up, you will win. And if you won't win, you will learn a lot. So that's the key. So when I had hard times, when the things were not going as I was expecting, also here when we were facing crazy challenges, really crazy challenges, because it's really hard to be at the level that Dubai expects. That was the thing that I had in my mind. So this to say what? When you have clarity of what you want to become or what you want to build, the rest is just environment. But if you have the vision, somehow you will make it. It will not be the one that you were expecting or that you have in your plan. But if you keep pushing and if you put the work into it, one way you will find it, or it will come, because the universe watches us and say, okay, what Pavel wants to do, what Marco wants to do. And I can see what Marco wants, not but what he says, but what he does. So if Marco is working like that because he eat healthy, train every day, of course it's going to happen that he's going to be healthy and he's going to have a beautiful body or whatever, or he's going to be opening a restaurant, or he's going to be attracting investors, or he's going to be attracting wealthy people and the network. If he's just saying, oh, I want to be rich, oh, I want to have the car,
it's not about what you say.
The universe cannot hear, but can see very well.
Yeah.